All right. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on the actual time you're actually watching this particular video. Yes, it's all about the latest and the recent developments now that is about to fall in Nigeria. Yes, the recent bill that is about to be signed here in Nigeria. Like we all know that uh, the traditional rulers is about to be ruled by just two kings, which is the Oni of Ife and the Sultan of Sokoto. These are the two people, the two kings they have chosen to be the head of all traditional rulers. And a lot of people are talking seriously about that. A lot of people are not accepting that fact. Some people are saying, no, it's not possible that their own kings, he has been in existence for long before the Oni of Ife or the Sultan of Sokoto. Well, this is a street talk between the Onitsha, let's say the Igbo brothers, and also the Yoruba brother. It's a street talk between the both of them, and let's see who gave out the best opinion concerning this issue, because it's a really a big topic right now as we speak. Yes, the Oba of Benin have refused. The Benin people have refused that they don't want to have any king that is above them. Is all right. So right now, you guys are going to watch this particular video. Drop your own opinion on the comment section. All right. So just watch the video. Drop your opinion on the comment section, and let's see how this goes. On a normal, I don't want to say it's going to work, or I don't want to say it will work. But at first, just watch the video and see for yourself.
You've been vibrating behind. What's the problem? What's going on? Is it because of the bill that has passed to second reading? The bill to elevate Oni of Ife?
What are they elevating them for?
What about our Igbo traditional rulers? Don't you have traditional rulers?
It should be of Onitsha, not bigger than Oni of Ife.
So why are these ones?
You should ask Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Is it Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
Yes. You should, why? Okay, you want to tell me he's not aware that Sultan of Sokoto and Oni of Ife was appointed? The attack of Igala is bigger than Sultan of Sokoto.
Are you sure?
Okay, you don't know how they are doing right. Forget all these politics they are playing. It should be of Onitsha, not bigger than Oni. So what? I don't understand the essence of that kind of.
How have a Yoruba man beside you here?
No, it's not a matter of issue. We are looking at, okay, when did we start hearing about Oni of Ife compared to Obi of Onitsha? Then, in that regard, how come then you decided to pick Oni of Ife and one man who cannot separate religion from politics? What about Benin? So you know what I was saying now? The reality of that is that whatever the plan is, if it is to Islamize, to use it to Islamize the traditional institution, then let us watch. It has been rejected by the Middle Belt. It has been rejected by Hanose. The militants in Niger Delta have rejected it completely. Let them go and fly it. Let us see how it will work. Pass first to the second building. Of what purpose is the bid for? They want to run, then anything that they want to do now, they will call Sultan of Sokoto, call on new people. Then they will decide how to implement Sharia in the traditional institution. No, let me tell you. No, it's not a matter of result. Whatever they have decided has already been shut down.
It has passed to second reading.
But that's what I'm saying. It has already been condemned and shut down. And if they move with it, in fact, you don't know what they are trying to bring. When we are talking about how nations, institutions, cultures fell into something strange, this is how it comes. It comes gradually. If you come to the ranking of traditional rulers in Nigeria, where do we start from? Where do we start from? Would you compare Ooni of Ife with the Oba of Benin?
There's somebody from Osun State here.
Bros,
And you need to be very careful.
bros, well, I can tell you that this current Ooni of Ife, when he was being sworn in, we know a lot of things he said. We are talking about people from a reputable, traditional stool from the Yoruba land. We'll be talking about the one from Oyo, not Ooni of Ife. Then for them to have decided to pick these two to coordinate, but it's absolutely an embarrassment.
Femi,
First of all, let me
Move with it. In fact, you don't know what they are trying to bring. When we are talking about how nations, institutions fell, cultures fell into something strange, this is how it comes. It comes gradually. If you come to the ranking of traditional rulers in Nigeria, where do we start from? Where do we start from? Would you compare Ooni of Ife with the Oba of Benin?
there's somebody from Osun State here.
Bros,
And you need to be very careful.
Bros, well, I can tell you that this current Ooni of Ife, when he was being sworn in, we know a lot of things he said. We are talking about people from a reputable, traditional stool from the Yoruba land. We'll be talking about the one from Oyo, not Ooni of Ife. Then for them to have decided to pick these two to coordinate, but it's absolutely an embarrassment.
Femi,
first of all, let me. I don't want to say I want to take you to this.
Direct your statement not to me.
I will pick from
your view.
I will pick from the last angle you said.
Okay.
You are talking. I don't know the way you are talking. You are not even balancing. You don't know whether to attack or whether you want to. I'm coming. Now you are talking about picking Alaafin. If they pick Alaafin, it will make the case to be worse. Because go and check. Alaafin, for the past like 3, 4, 5 Alaafin that you have, they are going to be Muslim. That one is a fact. Or your ass is belong to Muslim. So when they pick Alaafin and they pick Sultan of Sokoto, I'm saying Alaafin. Oh yes, you like to model thing. I'm saying I'm not talking on your state. Alaafin of Oyo, the last one that died, Lamidi is his name. This current one is Akimu. Go and check. First check me. 3, 4, 5 Alaafin, Oba, Kineka, Oladigbo. Go and check them. They are Muslim. That axis has been Islamized several years ago with the influence of Fulani. Now, are you a Yoruba man that you want to be comparing, you want to be telling me who is greater between Ooni and Alaafin? Are you a Yoruba? History, go and check history. First check who gave back to Oyo. This Oyo, who gave back to it? Where did Oyo come from? Who gave back to this Oyo? And it was Oromiyan that established Oyo State and that Oyo Empire. Who gave back to Oromiyan? Where did Oromiyan come from? If Oyo is so important, why did Oromiyan leave Oyo throne and went back to Ife? Mr. Mike, you established a kingdom yourself. Then you leave the throne. You went back to your father's throne. That means your father's throne is greater than yours. Because when you have something that is greater, you hold it. So that is the history. Let me tell you, in Africa, there is no, in history, apart from rebellious tendency of Oyo that make them to be kicking against their roots, Ife is the source of every Yoruba man. There is no doubt about that one. Go and check it. And what the only version they are bringing out to back their theory is that all the sons of Oduduwa, all of them are slaves. They are going to establish their kingdom. And it was the son of slave. Who is a slave? They call Oni slave. Go and check the history of all people that have become Oni. Ogbongbodire is a slave. These great men, Obatala, who are the people that are ruling Ife before the arrival of Oduduwa? So, Obatala, did you know the meaning of Obatala? Who was Obatala? Who was Obatala? So, Obatala was a slave. All the kings, Ogbobodiri, all of them, they are slaves. These people, they don't know what they are talking about. Let me tell you, do you know how many history that have come out because of this case that you are dragging? Let's leave that one apart. That is the case of between Alafin. But me, I don't support injustice, and I don't support imbalance. They should have leave this scene. They should have leave that clause. That clause of chairmanship shouldn't have, come with picking Oni and Sultan of Sokoto. Maybe they should have subjected it to, debate and or election that, okay, you can choose among yourself who is going to be chairman, and it can be within frame of 4 years. Simple, the way we do presidency. So I don't want to join the fact with them that they should throw away that bill entirely. But that clause alone has jeopardized everything. It has marred everything. So what they are trying to do is that they want to involve our traditional ruler more in the governance, so the system, because we are having insecurity challenge now, and the thing with the people that are very close to the to the grassroots now, they are our traditional ruler, and if they want to participate, they can participate, but they need authority, they need empowerment to do such of a thing. So that clause, if it is very possible that they should remove it and they should choose among themselves. Of course, everybody cannot be chairman at a go. When we are started having about 4 chairmen, that traditional, that institution self, I don't know what you want to call it, but not to create, this kind of a thing, they should have subjected to debate.
I'm sure this will deepen more the ethnic division in the country. But why Sultan of Sokoto, Ooni of Ife, and not Obi of Onitsha? Yes, he just said it now. He just told us that.
You ask me why.
Obi of Onitsha is bigger than
that. He himself knows that it's a fallacy. No place to. Let me tell you. When the British come, why is it difficult for them to use direct rule in the southeast? Because they run a republican system of government. There is no one you can actually call that this is their supreme leader, as you will find it in Yoruba land here and also in the north. You cannot eat your cake and have it. You cannot claim what you have, and still want to be, being contemptuous about what other people have. It is our nature that we have. This is our Oba. Allah said, "Get your Orisa," and what he said is final. In your own area, you have your own peculiarity. Tell me, in what justification will you want to put Obi of Onitsha beside Ooni of Ife? No justification. There is no history you can trace to that. Even the one that you can use to compete with Ooni of Ife is this Oba at Benin, Oba of Benin, and I've dragged this thing. Oba of Benin himself was also part of the son of Oduduwa. Oromia went to that place and he came back to Oweka. Oromia, I don't know the history that was going on, the Godomigodo and all the rest, before it reached the story of Benin. But the fact is that Oduduwa, from his throne, his son went to Benin, and so we have the son of Oduduwa controlling Benin. So how can the son be greater than the father? Tell me now. So there is no way you can compare the Oba of Benin with Ooni. So I cannot be comparing with his wife, comparing with I
know you want to help us out with this issue, Biafra past. I can see there's a team writing us that Femi who is the head of the traditional institution. Now, in this issue, where is federal character, where is equity? Because currently, as we speak, the bill has passed to second reading. Yes, they said, Obi of Onitsha is bigger than Ooni of Ife.
You know, one thing, the problem we usually face is this mental structure imbalance. How do I mean? Let us learn how to trace our roots from the origin. I beat my chest. Go and check that is the source, the foundation of Obi of Onitsha. And go and check the source when the movement of the Exodus, the first place they landed. See, when you talk about Igbo, there are things we don't really understand. People don't know. When you mention Igbo, you are talking about ancient. You're talking about Asian. In this country called Nigeria, I bet you, I've used it before and I've talked to some persons. The oldest tribe, both in waking up in everything are the Igbos.
The oldest.
The oldest tribe. Go and check do your very, very well, do your findings. That's why when he made mention of Obi of Onisha, I didn't talk. We are the people that first, even till tomorrow, that practice democracy. When you talk of real democracy, you understand? So if we are practicing democracy, does it mean that we don't really have a leader? Because we are running a collective ideals in running a system. Does it mean that we don't have a leader? We do. We do, but it shouldn't be a case of one person deciding or dictating for others. Do you understand? That is why we run our system in that form. But many don't know this. I will tell you to do. Go and check where the Igbos come from. We are the generation of the third son of Adam, the first man ever created on earth. I will tell you where it is in the Bible.
Are we twisting history? Yeah.
That's history is part of it. No, history is part. We have to trace it. We are not twisting it. We have to trace it. You have to trace your origin. You understand me? I mentioned American guy.
I'll finish though. Allow you to finish. All right.
I made a mention of an American citizen, a lawyer who even said this. You understand? See, my brother, if they really want to do this thing, based on the fact that the British have already given us the umbrella of three recognized tribes in Nigeria, Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, despite other ethnic they should have, balanced this thing. Okay, you are control the West, in charge of the West. Then Southern of Sokoto, in charge of the North. Then Obi of Onisha, East, to balance this thing. Because I tell you this, Southern of Sokoto cannot accept the chiefs or all those how did I call them? Those ones that used to collect money and said they are bad rights. These are the people that will succumb or bow to all this. But the real original Igbo traditionalists can never bow to this.
All right, Onyeze, you were trying to say something.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is this, thank God for documented history about the existence before Nigeria was even being called, even before West Africa, even before we are in Songhai Empire. When we are in Songhai Empire, do we have anything like Nigeria? There was no Nigeria. And I can tell you, kingdoms that existed. Biafra was one of the kingdoms. You can Google it, you can go and find out. In 1827, the Biafra signed the first treaty with international explorers from outside the country when Nigeria have never existed. Biafra, I'm talking about Biafra alone. Let's move away from that. Then, if you look at the days of the Nok Empire, the Noks, N-O-K-S, somebody can go and Google it. Then you look at the Idu era. Then you look at the Ogiso era. I am not telling you here, say, I got this thing when I visited the Benin Kingdom. I've said this severally here. All these things you are saying, you are hearing here and there. Go to where the whole thing took place. Find out yourself what actually happened. How the Benin came. What was Benin? Who controls the Benin Empire? You want to tell me that Oyo Empire, Oni, Ife, is superior to Oyo Empire? Even when we were kids, we never heard about what's it called? Ife. Excuse me. I am not telling you history. I'm not telling you history. I'm telling you that Oyo Empire. I'm telling you about the Benin Empire. Then if you come to that Benin, you will talk about what transpired in Ife, who and who, how Ife came about. You claim that you are an Oduduwa, and you say that Benin is Yoruba land, belongs to the Yorubas. An average Benin man speak Yoruba. That's where to start from. Do you have element of Yoruba in Benin language? There's none. Nothing. It's not there. You can go and find out yourself. Anybody can go and check these things and find out themselves. From the era we start talking about 1827, we were already there was no this, but I can tell you 1827, the first treaty with the outside world was signed with the name Biafra. And look at categorically the map of Biafra as at that time, before they begin this fragmentation. Then if you look at how they are being placed, the Nok Empire, there was nothing like Ife. During the Nok Empire, there was nothing like Ife. And who were the leaders as at that time? You've not heard about the Ibuku Kingdom? You've not heard about the Ekumeku movement? When we are under Shanghai Empire, how do you locate this area, and who were the heads of those areas? What is their name and who are they? That's how to start from. Not what the British told you, or what whoever told you, or what they put down there. I've never, and I will not succumb to that, because the reality on ground have shown clearly to us what it is all about.
All right, please, before you move, I quickly went to Google to help me out. Ile-Ife, an ancient Yoruba city present today Nigeria, is considered one of the oldest kingdoms in West Africa, with origins dated back to 10th to 16 BCE. 10th to 16 BCE. You see that Ife, more than 3,000 years have been in existence, and it gave birth to so many kingdoms. So it was an era of the expansion was the Oduduwa period. That place you are looking at, go and fast check anywhere in history of the world. Nobody can manufacture history that doesn't exist. I just went to Google that, and you can fast check so many artifacts that they trace to thousands of years in Ife. Evidence, artifacts, so many things that has gone in that Ife. So nobody should come here and rubbish Ife. How old is Oyo? This Oyo Empire. This Oyo Empire that you are looking at. Oyo Empire was created around 14th, 15th century, and you are talking about 6 to 10 century BCE, and you are talking about 14th century here. Ife has reigned in the past, and his empire has come to an end. And empire of Benin Kingdom, empire of Benin has also the first is not this Oyo. The old Oyo Empire is at the Kwara State. Who destroyed them? Ife has never been shifted. They destroyed them there in that place. This Oyo that they occupy now, it was a borrowed land. It's not their original land. That is I'm talking. You say that means Allah don't have crown.
Okay, can we go back to what the President Ooni of Ife said when he assumed the throne of office in that place, that Ife was actually founded by the Igbo people. Would you dispute that? He said it with his mouth. He said it very clearly. Are you going to doubt that? But let me tell you, wait now. You are talking now, but I've told you what the man that knows more than us we do here, that Ife was founded by the Igbo people. Now, okay, you can first check it. Okay. I have it on my phone. I can first check it. But and secondly, if you are talking about BCE or BC what happened to Ibuku Kingdom? You don't know there was Ibuku Kingdom. Right? You don't know there was Ibuku Kingdom. So how would you justify that? You said it. Only of you said it. If you want proof, I show you proof. You don't even know the position where you are during the Nok Empire. You don't know the position where you are during the Shanghai Empire. You don't know when you become an Idu. You don't know when you become an economic. This is a pure propaganda. I hate propaganda in my life. Lie! Liars. Look at that. The statement Igbo funded Ife attributed to the Ooni of Ife is a misinterpretation of historical. I'm coming. You don't know what the meaning of attributed. What did the meaning? The dictionary said I'm a liar, and I quoted what he said. He said I'm a liar. No, wait. He can go.